Greetings everyone, the Good Tonight here with a quick little review on Protec. Well, review and a few things I noticed as of recently while playing around with it. So here we have a large Protec, so it's a bit bigger than I would anticipate. So the problem was when I put this one on, like so, is that it had a problem to shake side to side quite a bit. As you can see, I take these off so I don't break them. As far as that, it also dips down. Not as bad as the extra large was that I had earlier, but yeah, so this one's got a bit of wiggle room. I played around with it. It's actually the padding here. They have two different types. As you can see, as I actually also had in my extra large, this one is just thick foam padding that has no give, whereas this one has a soft layer followed by a hard layer. Now, I initially liked the soft layer a bit better, but the problem is it just has too much give. So it tends to move around and make your head sort of shake all about and whatnot. Now, I ordered a medium, so I've gone through 3 helmets now. And with the medium, it actually came with a hard foam padding, so when it clipped, it doesn't move anywhere, really. Just a little bit side. You could put weight on it without too much issue. Could probably tighten the chin strap up, fix a bit of that. Still adjusting it, it just came in yesterday. But, yeah, so not nearly as many problems. Now, when I was initially talking to Redbeard and ordered my initial extra large helmet, the overall goal was to make sure the helmet was large enough to account for Sordins. So, I'm going to rip out the middle piece here. And I'm going to throw on some Sordins real quick, because I tested it, and yes, it does actually work, so make sure these are on. Alright, good. Squish these down. Drop the mic. Alright, so now we've got these going. The mill pad has been removed. And we're going to set this down. Alright. Come on. There we go. And we can make the adjustments and everything later. But yeah, for a quick little overview thing, now it actually fits a bit better. No shake whatsoever. It has a harder time dipping down now because the Sordins are actually holding it in place. And yeah, and I got the mic, so there you go. Fits nice and comfy. Sounds pretty good. No issues here. Yep, so everything's working. And yeah, so the mediums will still work with Sordins without any problem. So Redbeard's initial concern about the sizing being a problem with the Sordins, fortunately unfounded. So if you're watching Redbeard, you should probably get a medium, because I'm pretty sure your head's about the same size as mine. And yeah, it fits comfortably, it's out of the way, and everything sounds good. So, and the reduction of bump means there's also going to be, well, with the Sordins in here, there's also a reduction in leaning. So if I put a contour on the helmet, or, well, it's probably on the Sordins, but if it was used with the helmet, now with the reduced movement, it won't shake, and it also is now looking forward a lot better. So as opposed to earlier in some of my videos, you may have noticed that the camera tends to dip down. Whoever I'm shooting at is generally off up here, and you don't really get to see anything. So yep, so this works out really nicely. And yeah, I also played around with it a bit, and I noticed, ooh, that's different, that's weird when you take these off. I noticed that if you actually take the large helmet I have, and you just put the thick foam padding in there, it'll work just fine. So it really comes down to, for sizing, for the most part, it seems to be the padding that goes on the inside. If you get the thick padding, you can get a far firmer grip. If you get the twin type of padding that has different setups, then yeah, you're probably gonna have a squishier helmet that's gonna shake around a lot more. So I would probably go for the thicker padding. I mean, whenever I've ordered these helmets, it's really been either or. So fortunately, this solved any and all of the problems I've been having with Protec helmets, and why I've had to order 3 to date. So yeah, just something to keep in the back of your mind when you're ordering. And if you can, I'd probably put in a special request for the thicker foam if you want a helmet that doesn't shake around as much. So that's my quick review on Protecs with Sordins. So stay chivalrous, everyone.